to do battle with the Miami Dolphins. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Chubb on first down, no room to roam as he struggles just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Xavier Howard up to make the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw it, and it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Mayfield looks to throw. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Certainly not what they wanted defensively. We're hoping to hold them to a field goal. Instead, they're able to convert the 3rd and long here on the opening drive.
So not only was it a flipping field position and a flipping fortunes, but how about mentally? You just described it. They were hoping to force them into a field goal there. Instead, they give up the big gain, and now it's 1st and goal. The offense has got them on their heels.
And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Throwing, Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10. At their own 28-yard line.
You better be afraid of me.
They'll run with a 2nd-year man from ASU, Kalen Ballage. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Miami 1st down on the 14-yard pickup. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First catch there for OBJ, and that good for a 1st down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. Now Chubb on 1st down, able to work his way forward for about 5. Jerome Baker there on the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
2nd and 5 now. Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to feet.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Following the penalty, Chubb. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From the 39, Mayfield. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease.
Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Balaj. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down and 4, Jackson rolling to his, and he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Tyree Jackson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out.
Set, 180. Check 52 to Mike. Get him, get him.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Mayfield. Open man is Higgins. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 42. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 42-yard line. A run for Nick Chubb. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. To throw on 2nd and 6. Mayfield rolling to his right. He's going to look for Beckett. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. Well, sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a PI call.
You might get a PI called at just about any point during his route. And I think a lot of teams have taken the whole philosophy of, hey, just go ahead and do what you have to do and hope eventually they'll quit calling it. But not in this case. They dropped the flag for the pass interference.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. 2nd down and goal. Mayfield to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now it's Jackson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jakeem Grant, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football. And Geisman complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. It's a big play there for the Browns. 45 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 25-yard line. Now Mayfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And he'll return it to the 20. Yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, but it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Jackson going to throw again. He's got the rookie, Preston Williams. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 41-yard line. Now it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. This is caught inside the 15. That goes for a gain of 31. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson will throw again. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Greedy Williams, the rookie from LSU. Parker, the intended target.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And now Mayfield on the bootleg. This is the tight end, the Joker. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Mayfield now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield on play action. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Mayfield now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Mayfield with it once more. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Jones. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check 50, check 50.
Now Jackson. Going deep here for Parker. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to...
Oh, Chubb fumbled it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Mayfield. Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A good pickup there for the Browns. 15 yards. Chubb on the counter. Vince Beagle, the one to bring him down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Real. Our time. It's our time.
Play fake. Mayfield. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Xavier Howard with a good coverage that time as he was there and knocked it away.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Check 13. Check 13.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to work. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kalen Ballage, 77 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Second half, no matter what. Well, those first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The Browns drive about to get started. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 39. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After the interception, here's Jackson. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Preston Williams, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This one taken from the 7. Powers through. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
You got nothing.
Mayfield now. And his throw is incomplete. Kareem Hunt, his running back, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get blitz coming, and down he goes.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, with their drive and will to come back and win.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Chubb. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Christian Wilkins on the stop.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Mayfield, and brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Mayfield now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Intended for David Jeffries. It's 2nd down and 10.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Here we go, here we go.
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Browns get a score closer. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
The throw over the middle taken in. He's at the 40, past the 20, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Preston Williams with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Mayfield off the play fake. It's caught. Beckham. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. First down, Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 39-yard line. They run. Chubb. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. He's got a first down and then some in midfield. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kalen Ballage with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started, and they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
I'm coming.
Now Chubb. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Rashad Jones there on the tackle. 1 yard.
On 2nd and 9. Mayfield. He's got Njoku over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Wilkins. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Mayfield to throw it. Room to run inside the 40. Open man is Higgins. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Now Mayfield. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. There he goes, right side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 30 yards. And the Browns get a score closer. Well, he's done his part, Charles. No doubt about that. Maybe he's going to go over to the sideline now and tell this defense, hey, let's go. Step up.
And if they do, they've got a chance because right now he's become a force that hasn't been stopped from his side. 3 touchdowns rushing already, eager for more. If they get any type of stops, we've got a heck of a game on our hands.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
53,
now Jackson on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run here with Balaj. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
They run it with Balaj. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Steps and a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. One last shot for Mayfield here. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Dolphins, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
All day like